Hi guys, welcome back to Flick Finesse. Today we bring you our list of the top 12 best mystery thriller movies you might have missed. These films are full of suspense, shocking twists, and stories that will keep you guessing until the very end. A few of these titles might sound familiar, but we're certain you'll also come across overlooked thrillers worth checking out. Drop a comment with the mystery films that left the biggest impact on you, and maybe your pick will show up in one of our upcoming videos. Number 12. Luce. Luce Edgar is a model student living the American dream. One day, the teacher notices something unusual in his behavior and begins to question the boy's past and true intentions. The situation escalates when an essay he wrote raises doubts, and tensions grow between him and his adoptive parents, Naomi Watts and Tim Roth. The conditions of trust and perception are challenged as secrets slowly come to light. Luce tries to navigate expectations, loyalty, and identity, but the deeper the story goes, the more dangerous misunderstandings become. The movie is a tense psychological drama with a strong script, brilliant performances, and intelligent pacing. The film is not just a thriller, but also a thought-provoking exploration of race, identity, and privilege. A movie that will keep you on edge and make you question what you think you know about the characters. Number 11. Come and Find Me. Come and Find Me is about David, a man whose girlfriend Claire suddenly disappears one day. Worried and confused, he begins a search to find her. Soon, he discovers that Claire has been hiding a secret life, a life full of danger and intrigue. The man is drawn into a complex web of lies and criminal activities. The story is a mix of romance, thriller, and mystery. It keeps the viewer constantly guessing about what will happen next. The film cleverly shifts between tense chase scenes, emotional confrontations, and moments of subtle humor. Aaron Paul delivers a solid performance, making the audience care about his quest. The narrative moves at a steady pace without sagging or losing attention. This is a suspenseful and engaging thriller, light on action but heavy on tension, just enough to keep the viewer on edge while exploring trust, secrets, and love. Number 10. The Beta Test. Jordan Hines is a Hollywood agent struggling with the pressures of his career and personal life. One night, a secret anonymous sexual encounter draws him into a spiral of lies, infidelity, and murder. Trying to maintain his image, the guy becomes entangled in situations that grow more dangerous and morally complex as the story unfolds. The movie manages to combine suspense, drama, and dark humor, keeping the viewer constantly on edge. The plot twists are clever and sometimes shocking, especially considering that the protagonist is an ordinary man rather than an action hero. The film moves at a fast pace without dragging. The story never gets boring. This is quite a gripping adult thriller, dark, tense, and smart, just enough to make a viewer question how far people can go when desire and ambition take over. Number 9. White God. Lily lives in Budapest with her father and her dog Hagen. One day, due to a new city law, Lily is forced to give up Hagen, and he ends up on the streets alone, struggling to survive. The film shows Hagen experiencing cruelty, hunger, and betrayal. Meanwhile, Lily desperately searches for her lost dog. The story develops as Hagen gathers a pack of stray dogs and leads a rebellion against humans who have mistreated them. The film combines social drama and action. There are a few intense scenes, but for the most part, the film moves at a steady pace, showing the bond between humans and animals, as well as the consequences of society's cruelty. Nevertheless, the movie is emotional, and the drama genre is fully justified here. It's definitely worth your attention, and it received positive reviews internationally, though it is still less known in many countries. Number 8. A Vigilante. A Vigilante is an intense action drama about Sadie, a woman who fights against injustice in a dangerous world. She is determined and relentless. However, as it happens, her mission leads to tense and gripping encounters, easily dragging a viewer into a whirlwind of suspense and drama that is not letting go until the final credits. The events of the film fit into just a few days. The movie is really powerful, and it's simply impossible to predict what will happen next. This is a strong representative of modern thriller cinema, in which Olivia Wilde plays one of her best roles in an exciting vigilante drama, with stark cinematography and a haunting soundtrack that perfectly matches the dark tone of the film. Number 7. The Truth Beneath. Yeonhong and her husband live a seemingly perfect life in Seoul, South Korea. Their daughter Min-jin disappears suddenly, sending their world into chaos. As Yeonhong begins her own investigation, she uncovers secrets about her husband, his colleagues, and hidden truths that threaten to destroy their family. From this moment on, the life of the protagonists turns into a tense and gripping nightmare. This is a classic thriller, very simple in premise but executed with very high quality. The movie is not morally outdated, and even today it keeps the audience on edge with suspenseful pauses and unexpected revelations. The story unfolds rapidly and feels incredibly realistic, keeping viewers glued to the screen until the very end. Number 6. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Iman, a newly appointed investigating judge in Tehran, and his wife Najma try to maintain a calm life under the strict regime, as their daughters Sana and Rezvan grow increasingly involved in the protests. At first, Iman doesn't pay much attention to their activities, but shortly after he begins to realize the dangerous situation surrounding his family. He attempts to control the circumstances and protect them. However, the more he intervenes, the more clearly he understands that the political tension is inescapable. At first glance, judging by the opening scenes and tense confrontations, it seems that this film is a political action thriller. But, in reality, it turns out to be a slow-burning psychological drama. Here, more attention is paid to the main characters, their evolving relationships, and subtle conflicts. Instead of explosions and overt violence, the focus is on atmosphere, mounting suspense, and the quiet sense of anxiety that pervades every scene. Number 5. The Tale. The Tale is a powerful drama about Jennifer Fox, a woman confronting her past. As an adult, Jennifer discovers a story she wrote at age 13 about a special relationship with her coaches, and this forces her to revisit memories she had long buried. The woman struggles with understanding what really happened and whether she was manipulated or complicit. Jennifer follows the path of uncovering the truth, and the revelations become emotionally intense, pushing her to a point where she cannot ignore her past any longer. The movie is based on Jennifer Fox's real-life experiences, and the adaptation is highly successful. There is a strong script, Laura Dern's compelling performance, and a delicate but powerful handling of trauma. The film can be called a masterpiece of emotional storytelling and is a deeply intelligent and moving experience you will not regret watching. Number 4. White Bird in a Blizzard. Kat Connor is a teenager, living in a quiet suburban town. Her life changes forever when her mother suddenly disappears one day. Her father tries to keep things normal, while Kat struggles with her own teenage rebellion and confusion. The mystery around her mother grows darker, and Kat begins to uncover secrets about her family and herself. The story moves between past and present, showing Kat's complex relationship with her mother and her coming-of-age journey. Performances are strong. Shailene Woodley as Kat is both vulnerable and determined. Eva Green as Eve is unpredictable and magnetic. The cinematography adds a moody atmosphere. The pacing slows sometimes, but tension and psychological depth keep viewers engaged. The ending is a mix of revelation and ambiguity. The movie is a stylish thriller with family secrets and teenage drama. It is intelligent, intriguing, and definitely worth watching. Number 3. The Sea of Trees. Arthur Brennan is a man struggling with grief after the sudden death of his wife. One day he travels to Japan to the Sea of Trees, also known as Aokigahara, intending to end his life. In the forest, he meets Takumi, another lost soul searching for answers. Together, they struggle to survive the harsh nature and confront their inner demons. The movie sometimes is sad and even unsettling, especially if you take into account that the main viewers are adults looking for emotional drama. The film cleverly alternates psychological drama, survival story, and spiritual reflection. The story doesn't sag or get boring. This is quite an exemplary melancholy drama, slow, thoughtful, tense, and emotional, just as much as a movie about life, death, and redemption can keep a viewer engaged. Number 2. The Salton Sea. Danny Parker is a jazz trumpeter who loses his wife in a tragic crime and moves into a new identity as Tom Van Allen to infiltrate a meth ring in California. As he navigates this dangerous underworld, he meets various shady characters and forms uneasy alliances. His primary goal is revenge, but along the way he struggles with his own addiction and past trauma. The longer his journey continues, the more he realizes that nothing is as simple as it seems. At first glance, judging by the opening shots and dark cityscapes, it seems that this film is a standard crime thriller. But in reality, it is a moody neo-noir with psychological depth. Here more attention is paid to the inner life of the main characters, their moral dilemmas, and emotional scars. Instead of constant action and gunfights, the focus is on tension, atmosphere, and the slow unraveling of secrets. Number 1. The 13th Floor. The 13th Floor is a mind-bending sci-fi thriller. Douglas Hall is a computer expert working on a cutting-edge virtual reality project. One day he discovers that his boss, Hannon Fuller, has been murdered, and the guy becomes involved in a mysterious investigation to uncover the truth. Hall enters a virtual simulation set in 1937 Los Angeles, where he assumes another identity. Within this world, he meets different versions of people he knows, and slowly realizes that reality itself may be an illusion. The simulation becomes more dangerous and confusing, and the boundaries between the real world and virtual world blur. The movie explores philosophical questions about existence and identity. There is a strong concept, clever plot twists, and engaging suspense. The acting is solid, and the visuals effectively capture the dual worlds. The film can be called underrated, but it is definitely an intriguing and thought-provoking movie, which will make you question the nature of reality.